Good afternoon, Mister. I would like to know how do you rate Portimonense's team, and also ask you how's the team, Benfica team, dealing with the last result.
I think it will be a tough match tomorrow. I think Portimonense is a good team, a very physical team. So they play with intensity. They play with a clear idea also in defending. Always a lot of players behind the ball. It's not easy to create chances against them. So we need a top performance tomorrow. I think we were all disappointed about our performance last week in Braga because we haven't played like we wanted to play, and I think with this level we struggle against every team in the league. So we have to return to our basic attitude, and especially we have to play tactical football, because if you don't play tactical football, then also the individual performance of the players is much worse than the other way around. So I think everybody knows that. We analyzed it. The players, they showed a very good reaction in training, so the trainings level was very good. Yeah, and we're looking forward to playing our stadium again. It's the first time after a couple of weeks, so we are happy to play, and we want to show our fans a very good game tomorrow evening, and we want to fight for the 3 points.
Boa tarde, Schmidt. Is Enzo going to play against Portimonense, or is he punished for traveling to Argentina and missing 2 training sessions?
Of course, it's a big topic this week with Enzo. So what I can say to Enzo, first of all, Enzo is a very good boy and a fantastic football player. So we like him a lot. We love him, and of course we want that he stays at Benfica. But of course the situation for him is not so easy, because he played the World Cup, he became world champion, he got offers, and there's a lot of money on the table. And in this situation, as a young player, that you think about that and confuse you a little bit, I think that's something everybody can understand. But nevertheless, he's a very good boy. He was not there last week. He had no permission to go to Argentina. He missed the training, so that's not acceptable. So that's why it will have consequences. I will not announce them now. The second point is to this topic. Enzo, like I said, we don't want to sell him. So nobody wants to sell him in this club. Me not, the president not, nobody. We know, everybody knows that he has a clause in the contract, and of course, if the player wants to leave and somebody comes and pay the clause, of course we cannot work against that. So then maybe we will lose the player. So the third point to this topic: there's a club who want our player. They know we don't want to sell the player. They try to get the player on their side, and they know that they only can get this player when they pay the clause. So it's a very clear situation. What the club is doing, who want to buy Enzo, is disrespectful against all of us, against Benfica, and I cannot accept what they are doing. So to make the player crazy, and then to pretend they can pay the clause and later they want to negotiate, I think is not what I understand about a good relationship between clubs who maybe want to discuss about the players. So that's what I can say about the whole topic with Enzo, and I will not answer further questions. I think with this statement, you know everything about how I'm thinking about this topic with Enzo.
Hi, Mr. Roger Schmidt, Claudio Constantino, CMTV. You talked about Enzo Fernandez situation. Regarding Benfica games, lost against Braga, a draw against Moreirense. Do you analyze the game against Braga? I think you did that. What was missing from Benfica about that game? Thank you.
Yeah, unfortunately a lot. So I think, like I said, I think why we played long time on a very high level. It is also because we played tactical football and all the players were very focused what they have to do on the pitch. So we have clear ideas how we want to be, how we want to behave in ball possession. Also when the opponent has the ball, in transition moments, when we lose balls, when we win balls. So we have for all these situations in football, we have a clear idea. But it is very important that all the players have these ideas also in their head when we are on the pitch. And if too many players are not there with their complete focus, so then sometimes you play not tactical football. So the spaces are too big, we are too late, and then it seems like we have not the control of the game. We cannot dominate the game, and I think in my opinion, you cannot compare the League Cup match with the match against Braga. Again, in the League Cup, in my opinion, we did it not bad. We created a lot of chances. We missed too many chances. That's why we played only a draw. So that was a different match. But you see also against Braga, a lot of players who were at the World Cup, they were back and they played. And if you see the starting 11 against Braga was the same starting 11 we played against Juventus Turin. If you compare these two matches, you see so many differences regarding the tactical behavior that for everybody is obviously that is not the level we want to play. So, but it's also my experience. That's what I said also, I think last week. We were in the flow, but it's not like the flow is still there. So, and you cannot switch on the top flow. So, regarding the football quality, so you have to work for it. And some players were out for some weeks, and you see it on the pitch. And that's now my task and the task of the team in total to remind ourselves. So, what is important? We did it. We have to play now matches to develop again and then to reach our top level. And tomorrow is the next opportunity to do it better than last week. We will do it better for sure tomorrow, and then we have also all the chances to win the game.
Hello, Mr. Schmidt. Happy
Hello.
New Year. Ana Luisa Fernandes for SIC. My question is regarding Enzo. Did you talk with him? What did he tell you? He wants to leave. I think Benfica fans want to know.
I said that I will not answer further questions. Enzo is our player, and we all love him. We hope that he stays, so that's all what I can say about that.
Walter Madureira, em direto para a Sport TV. How is Enzo psychologically?
Yeah, now it's done. So I think I said it now 2 times. I will not answer any further questions about Enzo.
We talk a lot about Enzo. I want to ask you about David Neres. Is he fit for tomorrow? And if not, when we can expect he can return?
Yeah, David Neres is on a very good way. So this week he made a lot of progress, and he's in team training, but only for a short time. And we will make the final decision tomorrow if he can be already in the squad or not. But for sure he's very, very soon back in the squad and on the pitch.
Beatriz Maros Leal, CNN TV. You choose almost the same starting 11, and Enzo and Otamendi returned to Benfica 1 week after the final of the World Cup. Does it mean that, and Benfica lose with Braga, does it mean that Benfica depends on some players?
I think all the teams in the world football depends on players. So I think it's part of football that the quality of the players is decisive. Of course, you have to bring all the qualities together to be a good team, to perform on top level. But of course, so the players who played most of the time in the first half of the season, they played because they are very good and they are used to play with each other and they showed their quality. So my choice who is playing is always only depending on what is the best for Benfica, what is the best way, the best approach to win the game. So that's always the same, and it's not like you can do whatever you want and then you will win or lose games. So I think, of course, the players are very important. I think they deserved also to play, and we have to bring them also back in their top shape, but also the players who are on the bench, they have the chance to show up. So that's also clear. So tomorrow we have to replace also Rafa Silva because he's suspended with the fifth yellow card. So we have to find solutions for that. He's also a very important player, but we already missed during the season always some important players. So nevertheless we were able to win and to work for our goals. So that's part of football. Thank you.
Fica então esta conferência de imprensa de Roger Schmidt, vários assuntos